cute. Alright, y'all. Let's do my makeup. So excited. I haven't done my makeup in so long. Sorry if you hear the fan. Actually, hold on. I had to turn on the air too. It's so hot. If you don't know, I live in Arizona. So today is going to be a get ready with me, but also a get to know me, because I actually realized that a lot of you probably don't know who I am. My name is Deanna. I grew up in Sacramento, California. I moved to Arizona in about 2023, and when I first moved here, to be honest, I hated it. I did not like living here. It was too hot. I was lonely. I was by myself. I just didn't feel like I had any friends out here, and it just wasn't like a fun experience for me. And I also just felt like, and then I was also having issues at work with my boss, and I was like, I quit my job to come work for this, you know, and it was just like a lot going on. So but now that things have gotten better, and I have a new manager but now that things have gotten better and I've become used to, you know, what Arizona has to offer, and just like being here, I'm not gonna say that I like it, but it's not so bad. And excuse my dirty little makeup headband. I use this to do my makeup and stuff, so it is a little bit stained, but it's all right. So when I moved here, it was in October of 2023, and I was just doing stuff on a whim. Like, I had never moved from my hometown, and I just wanted to have an experience of moving and you know, just like living in another state by myself and seeing what that's like. So that's what I did, and my mom and sister helped me move, and I've just been here ever since. I don't plan on staying here much longer, but with the job market right now and the way that things are, it's just kind of hard to move. So I'm just playing it by ear at this point. So I have a new product that I want to try, which is the MPH foundation. I have used it before, but I don't feel like, I just want to do it again. Hold on, let me get some lotion. I'm going to put on some of the Tatcha lip mask, just so that when I go to do my lip combo, it's like moisturized, you know? Let me see if I can get you guys over here. Okay, yeah, that's better. All right. So yeah, so I've been here for almost 3 years now, and I've lived in the same apartment complex the whole time. I actually did just like transfer apartments because there was a leak in my other apartment, but that's a story for another day. And now I think I have another leak in this apartment, but like not as bad as the other leak. I need to just get up and move, honestly, from this whole entire apartment complex, because it's old. Like, I don't know, but whatever. So to start off, we're gonna go in with Old Faithful, which is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Blurring Skin Balm, the universal shade. I already did my skin prep, and I tried a new sunscreen today. So the sunscreen that I tried is the Ilia mineral tinted sunscreen, and it gives me no white cast. So if you're like my complexion, maybe a little darker, you could probably use that mineral sunscreen. I know that one person that I know said that it gave her a white cast, but I don't know, it looks pretty good on me. So I'm just saying that could be an option for some of us. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in with the Blurring Skin Balm. I'm not gonna put any on my forehead. I know some people don't like a shiny forehead, but I honestly don't mind it, so. Alright, so for the MPH foundation, I got a sample of it because I don't know when we stop getting samples at Sephora. I know Ulta doesn't do samples, but I don't know when we stop getting samples at Sephora, but I'm gonna get a sample every time, okay? And why waste your money? You know what I'm saying? Like, why waste your money? Because if you don't like it, I'm the type to return it. So at this point, it's like, why waste my time? I thought about doing the whole underpainting thing, but I don't feel like doing that. I'm just gonna try out this new product. Try out this new. Is this a good shade? Look like it to me. If I like this today, I'm probably gonna buy it today. Because I have to do a Sephora order. So far, I like it. It seems like a pretty good shade match. At least in my lighting, it does. Oh, let me go get my my other light. My bright light. So to blend it out, I'm gonna use this Dibs brush. I don't remember what it's called. And I don't know if it never had any branding or if the branding disappeared. But there's nothing on it. Okay. So far, I do like this foundation. Very lightweight. All right. So next I'm gonna do my eyebrows because I just like how they look better after they sit for a minute. So I'm just gonna do my eyebrows first. And in my last video, I was using the Patrick Ta brow gel and the Kosas brow pencil. But now I'm using the Anastasia brow gel and the Anastasia Archie brow. And that Archie brow is tea, okay? I like it. But I feel like my eyebrows look better after they've set for a little bit. So I'm just gonna do them first. And I'm gonna get a new eyebrow gel today because, crazy enough, I have not tried the Rare Beauty eyebrow gel. And everybody says it's so good, so I'm gonna try that out. So I'm just gonna take the Archie brow pencil to like flatten my brows a little bit. I probably should have did this before I put on foundation, but whatever. Alright, so now I'm gonna go in with the Archie brow. Look how cute it is. And it has like the finest tip. Alright. So I'm gonna start right here. I'm not gonna lie, it do be looking a little crazy at first, so just bear with me. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself. Sometimes I find that the eyebrow gel makes it to where like the pencil is not, like it's too moist or something. You're supposed to let it dry down. I didn't really use eyebrow gel a lot. I used to just like do my eyebrows, no eyebrow gel. This is why the girlies used to do their eyebrows off camera. So I'm just doing hair-like strokes, or trying at least. I really don't be knowing exactly what I'm doing when it comes to my eyebrows, just because, I don't know, I just don't be taking them that serious. Like, I haven't even, fun fact, I haven't even gotten my eyebrows professionally done in like 5 years. I'm just gonna try to clean this one up a little bit. Alright, that looks decent. So let's move on because I'm over it. I'm actually going to start with my bronzer. So I'm going to use this Black Opal. It's actually a foundation stick. I'm going to put a little bit of that right here. See that? And then I'll put some on my forehead. And then I'll put a little bit right down the sides of my nose. And because I'm going to blend this out, but I'm going to let my concealer sit too. So I'm just going to add my concealer. So I'm going to put the Lancome Tonti Doll. And then I'm going to also do the Hourglass Vanish Concealer in the shade Flax. You guys, it's so early in the morning right now. It's like 6 something. I woke up at 6 a.m. I have a doctor's appointment today, and I just really wanted to look cute, and I've been wanting to do my makeup, so that's what we're doing. Alright, so I'm just gonna blend this out. See why this little headband is dirty? We're just gonna bring it back some. Bring it back, bring it back. It's hard to yell when I'm not well, I'm not sweetie. Bring it back, bring it back. Hey, okay, sorry, aging myself. I just like the way that the foundation stick looks, and I actually got this from some girl on TikTok. I'm so sad I can't remember her name, but she does her makeup super good, and it's just like so cute. And I love the way that her bronzer looked, and I've been trying to find like a bronzer that's like not so harsh. And I think this one does the trick. Now let's do the nose. This is the Makeup by Mario F4 brush. This is the best brush. Like, it's so good. It just blends out everything so perfectly. And on top of that, it lasts kind of a long time. Now, mine did break. But it had, I don't know, I think it was like a glitch or something. Or a defect or something. Because mine had broke, but I super glued it back together, and now we rolling. So I never got another one because I didn't need to. So now I'm gonna blend out my chin. Your concealer should really set for about 1 to 2 minutes, well, mainly under your under eye, just because you want to get that full coverage look. So I let it sit under my under eye for 1 to 2 minutes, but I do blend out my forehead and my chin and the bridge of my nose without letting it sit for that long, because I just feel like those areas are just like not that serious to have like that much coverage, you know? So I'm gonna, perfect, but I'm just gonna blend out the edges with my foundation brush because I don't want to be looking crazy. Alright, and then now I'm gonna do the bridge of my nose. I was on Threads yesterday, and this guy was talking about, and I'm saying this because I've been getting notifications on my phone the whole time I've been doing this, and this guy was saying about how like muting your notifications is just like so great or whatever, and I agree to a certain extent. Like, I have notifications muted on my, like, on apps, so like Instagram, which I'm not even on right now, but so on Instagram, TikTok, like all the social media apps, it's muted. But when we get to like muting text messages, that's where you lose me, honestly. I just don't see the point. I don't see the point in muting text messages and phone calls. Like, it's not that deep. I have 3 blush options. Really more than that, but 3 that I'm willing to like consider right now. So I have this Patrick Ta, which is in this shade She Knows Who She Is. And then I have this Patrick Ta, which is in the shade She's a Doll. And I have this one, which is in the shade She's Giving. But I also really love the Danessa Myricks blush. This one in the shade Spiced Latte, and I've been wearing the hell out of this. So I think I'm gonna give it a break and do like a pink. I have some other pink blushes from her too. But let me start with, I'm gonna start with Patrick Ta, She's Giving. And I just watched a video on like the whole Painted by Esther technique, but I don't have time for all that today, so I'm gonna just do what I normally do. That Zara Larsson song is stuck in my head, and I don't know how. She seems nice. I'm just blending out the edges of the blush. I just want it to look seamless, you know? Hopefully you guys can see that, because low-key, the ditch be playing me on the blush. Like, it's like you cannot see it for real. Alright, now I'm going to blend out my concealer, because it's time. So I'm going to start with the IT Cosmetics Airbrush Concealer Brush, and then I'll go in with the Haus Labs concealer brush. So I'm just gonna blend. The thing about makeup is you really have to blend to save your life. All that cutting corners mess and not blending out your makeup is gonna have you looking a mess, okay? I'll never tell you I didn't tell you nothing. But if you really want your makeup to look good, I feel like you should use brushes for the majority of your blending. And you could use like a sponge, or I know some people use a powder puff, but I don't know, a brush just does something. Alright, now that that's blended out, I'm going to go back over my blush to make sure that it's seamless and there's like no harsh lines. So I'm going to add a little bit more blush onto my brush, go back over. You see how that just kind of like, sorry, that's a glare. Dang, it's glass skin. So you see how that just kind of like, you see how it's not blended right here? So you just want to go back into your blush with your blush brush, but not a lot back into your blush, just enough to blend those harsh lines, because that will have you looking a mess, okay? And then also I'm gonna flip it to the other side and blend again between the blush and my bronzer. You just need to make sure shit is blended. Now I'm gonna add a little bit more concealer because I just want it to be like super full coverage. I haven't done my makeup in a while, so I'm just trying to be looking like a baddie. So this you don't have to let dry down that much. I'm just gonna fan it a little bit. Okay, let me quit playing. I'm just gonna go straight into blending it. But actually, before I blend it, what you really need to do is get your powder puff and your pressed powder ready. So the pressed powder that I use is the Makeup Forever pressed powder in the shade 1.2 light medium. I do like a bright under eye, but I'm thinking about going a shade down. But I really do like this pressed powder. So you're gonna get your pressed powder ready and your powder puff. This is the Makeup Forever powder puff. I really like this because it just fits just right there in my eye, and it just does it so good. So that's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna blend this out. When you're blending, you kind of want to blend it down because you don't want to have too much product in the corner of your eyes. So you just kind of want to blend down to start and then go up. I'll try to show you. So blend down, and then up. Perfect. And you just want to make sure that you get all the little creases out, because what you don't want to do is set creases. That will also have you looking a mess. You see, there's just so many things that could have you looking a mess if you're not paying attention. And then you want to blend out your harsh edges again with your blush brush, but this time you don't have to add no extra blush. Like, we're blending around the bronzer and the blush again. Alright, and then I'm gonna do one more tap on this side for the creases, and then I'm gonna go in with my pressed powder and set it. Perfect. Next eye. I follow this one lady on TikTok who does her makeup, and I think she's like 54, and she like does makeup on matured skin, which is on herself, duh, and she just does it so good. Like, I admire her. She does her makeup so good. And under her eyes, she calls it crease street. Alright. So now that that's set, now you're going to go in with your loose powder. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty powder in the shade Butter. It is the perfect shade for me. So I'm also going to use the Fenty Beauty Powder Puff because this also gets in the corner of your eye really good because of the way that it's shaped. So I'm just going to go in with that. This powder is super fine. She took the talc out of it, and it's just a super fine powder, and it just makes everything look perfect. So I'm going to go in with this. Make sure you set all that junk, and don't forget that little by your nose, because when you don't set this, a mess. Nobody else will probably notice that, but you will, or I always do, and I don't like that. Don't forget that crease by the nose. The thing about me is I hate when my under eyes crease, and I do everything in my power to make sure that doesn't happen. And sometimes I fail, but I'm gonna try every time. So then I'm just gonna set the rest of my face with the Fenty powder as well. And when I say the rest of my face, I just mean the points where I use concealer, except for on my forehead. I don't really set my forehead anymore because, like I said, I kind of like a shiny forehead. So I can't wait till we get all comfortable up in here and we're besties, because then I might start telling y'all my business a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to bronze. I'm taking the Jumbo Dior bronzer. The blurring. This is dirty. Hold on. Alright. So the Jumbo Dior bronzer, I'm going to go in with a small, like, little brush, and I'm just going to bronze the side of my nose. And this is gonna look a little harsh right now, but don't worry. I will soften it up as soon as I do my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. So just trust the process. Doing your makeup is trusting the process the entire time. I want to do a little bit of eyeshadow. So I'm going to go into the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes. I didn't even know I had this. I thought this was the Master Max palette. Well, he just re-released this, but I had it already apparently. But the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes, and I'm just gonna take a powder puff and go over my eyelids. And then what I'm gonna do is take an IT Cosmetics brush. Girl, this is probably not the right brush. It's just called an airbrush shadow brush. And I'm just gonna go into this color right here on the outer corner. I really am not like an eyeshadow queen, but I saw a look that I did like last year with like pink eyeshadow, like a baby doll pink, or like not really baby, I guess, yeah, I could be considered baby doll, but you'll see. I'm about to do it again. So I'm gonna do that on the corners of my eyes, and then I'm gonna try to find a flat brush. If I can't, then I'll use just whatever brush. Oh, let's use this one. I'm gonna use this super old Smashbox brush that's flat. And I'm gonna go in with this shade right here on just like the front of my eye right here. I just need like a neutralizing color, so that way the pink can go over it. Does anybody else like to look decent when they go to the doctor's office? Like, I don't know. My mom, she be getting full blown dressed up. Me, I just want to look like a little something. Like, I just want to look decent. And part of that is doing my makeup. So then I'm gonna go in with this baby pink shade right here, and I'm just gonna put that over that white shade. See that? And then I'll blend it all out in a second. I should invest in an eyeshadow primer if I'm gonna be doing this. Perfect. So now I'm gonna go back in to the brownish shade and just like blend a little. Perfect. All right, now that that's done, I'm gonna bronze my face with the same Jumbo Dior bronzer. And I'm gonna take the Makeup by Mario. I don't remember what brush number this is. I think it's F2. I'm gonna take the fatter side of the F2 brush and just go around my bronzed areas. So around the forehead and then the hollows of the cheeks. And then I'm just gonna go over my blush a little bit. I'm gonna add more powder blush, so, but I don't know. All right. So now I'm gonna go into the powder blush, and I'm going to put that on top. When you do your blush, you kind of have to like build it if you want like it to be like intense a little bit, or just like even be like noticeable. And I feel like I have to do that with any blush. And now when I'm talking specifically about like powders, like that's good. And let me go back in. So what I always do is I go back in and like touch up my eyebrows a little bit. So I'm gonna do that right now, cause they looking a little crazy. All right, that looks good. So then next, I'm gonna go in with the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. This is what brings the whole face together. Like honestly, shout out to Alyssa Ashley. She put me onto this powder years ago. And I just put it everywhere. Cause it just like, I don't know, it just brings the whole look together. I'm gonna add a little bit more blush. And then I'm gonna set my face. If I do need to redo the under eyes, I'll do it after I set my face, because I just want it to be like the final thing that I do if I go back in for reinforcements. So this one is gonna be the Say City set. That's gonna be the first setting powder. Breathe, sister. And then the next one is gonna be the Kosas Cloud set. Y'all know what setting powder I really want to try? The Danessa Myricks. I haven't yet, but I will soon. Alright. I will say that looking at my makeup so far, I do really like this MPH foundation. This looks nice. So now I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner. It's the Hung Van Gogh in the shade Tie It Up. It's a brown eyeliner, so it's not like super harsh. Perfect. And then I'm gonna do mascara. We're using Fenty Beauty, the black and the brown. So I'm gonna put black on top. I usually don't really go too crazy with the mascara, like with the lashes, because I don't even wear false lashes. But I do want to get something that makes my lashes grow longer. And then on the bottom, we're going to use the brown mascara. Look at how dirty your earrings get when you have to do your makeup. So this is pretty much it. I'm just gonna do my lip combo, and that is always fun. Our big ass lip product bag. Anyways, alright, so I do think that I want a really pink lip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna mix two. So first I'm gonna go in with the One Size in the shade Coin Collector. Let me sharpen it a little. And then I'm just gonna go in with the Makeup Forever Super Boost in the shade Latte Glazed. We're gonna do the Anastasia in the shade Cotton Candy. Then you always have to reinforce your lip liner. So I'm just gonna do that with Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in the shade Phantom Line. And then we have one more step, which is gonna be the Sephora Micro Concealer. I'm gonna go around my lip combo with this to just clean it up. And then it has a little brush on the other end. I feel like I could add one more lip gloss. If I could find it, I'm gonna add it. I found it. It's Fenty Beauty in the shade, it's a lip gloss in the shade Sweet Mouth. Perfect. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get a close up of the makeup. Let me bring the light over here.